We all know the summer camp business is based on relationships. Lots of relationships. And different kinds of relationships. Of course, there are mothers and daughters and brothers and cousins, but then there's also the various ways each of these individuals relate to your business. In fact, there are so many ways an individual can relate to camp that many businesses have 3 or more separate databases to manage their campers, staff, alumni, donors, or what have you. And keeping information in sync between these databases is a technological and logistical challenge, to say the least. A child can attend camp for many years and then join the staff. Years later, she may have a child who continues her legacy at camp. And who knows, one day she might even become a donor or a vendor who serves camp. With all of this information in separate places, it can be really hard to fully understand who somebody is. And in a customer service-driven world, knowing everything you can about your client is super important. That's why we created the UPR. Having all of this disparate information fused into a single view allows you to understand your relationships and leverage your connections like never before. The UPR, or Unified Person Record, consolidates a lifetime of information. Partition tiles clearly indicate how each individual relates to your camp as a child, staff member, adult, donor, or other contact. For example, let's talk about Josh. He's a former camper who went to camp from 71 through 77. He's now a hired staff member, the camp doctor. His oldest son is enrolled in Session 1, making him a parent of an enrolled camper. And he also happens to be a donor. This information, coupled with the knowledge of Josh's other connections, empowers you to truly nurture your relationship with him. It took over 6 years of research, development, prototyping, and CampMinder camp brainstorming sessions to launch the UPR. There was a lot to figure out. Even a concept as simple as a household can become pretty complex. Think about a child who grows out of her parents' home, moves around a bunch during her college years, and eventually settles down to start a family of her own. Hopefully one day she'll be a mom to future campers. We don't want to lose track of the fact that Sarah Jones, who lives in LA with her husband Jim, is actually Sarah Klein from Boston, whose parents, Mike and Laura, still live in her childhood home, and that Mike and Laura are 2 of our biggest donors. Designed for both web and mobile environments, the UPR leverages CampMinder's API so both native and custom applications can be built on top of it. You've heard the expression knowledge is power. It's true. And with the knowledge the UPR puts at your fingertips, you have the power to understand more about your community than ever before. And that's the foundation for your future success.